My name is Roy Baldos. I'm from Santa Maria, Ilocosur, Philippines. I come to the United States and I arrived in Seattle on April 11, 1927. Because I wanted to obtain my college education here in the United States because most of the Filipinos who came to the United States and got their college education here, when they came back to the Philippines, they had much better job. And here, the Filipino graduates from the Philippines, higher college graduates from the Philippines. So I came here in April 1927. I was 17 years old when I left the Philippines. A lot of Filipinos who came to the United States at that time and wanted to get a college education, did not materialize. However, Filipinos who were able at that time to get a college education did not use their college education because the people of the United States were prejudiced against the Filipinos. They will give them a chance to really show them their knowledge and education. And from Seattle, I went to Wenatchee. In the summer, I worked in the apple orchards. And in the fall, I went to the school, to the high school there in Wenatchee High School, where I graduated in the winter of 1932, I believe. And from there, I went to Washington State College for 2 years. But that did not materialize because during my college education, I was stopped on account of the depression here in the United States. At that time, when I was going to college, the wages in the farm in the United States was only about 10 cents an hour. You cannot even get any in the cash for it. You have to pay your food. Like we work on the onion field, top onions and things like that. The owner of the onion field didn't have any money, so he has to give us pigs. And that was how we survived. We had, then we go fishing, We really go fishing. And we catch a lot of carps. We eat that boy. I tell you, we had a hard time. We had a hard life. We just came to work. We were sorting potatoes in to an American farmer, And when we get done, we needed some grocery. So I went to buy groceries. And it so happened that there were two big men. There were two big Americans that were there. inside in the store, grocery store. So they came to me and he said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm coming to my grocery to get out from this place. We don't like Filipinos." I said, "I have to buy my grocery first." And at that time, let's get him out. So one guy got the air, the other one on his, and it started to bring me out from the grocery store. So when we were at the door, I was afraid that if I got out, they might got me and kill me, get me to a car and kill me. So when I covered the door, I kicked at the door like that, and they released me. So I went out. And when we were outside, we were punching and fighting. But the fellow was so big, about 250 pounds. The other guy did not come anymore. The other guy, he's really a rabid. He hates Filipinos. In fact, before that, he had drunk Filipinos on the road. And so I got mad when I got out. I went to our taxi. Then I found the one that you take out the tire with. I took that. And I went back there and I said, "I will kill you." So yeah. And then I hit him in the blood poured out. And then at that time, the uncle came up to me. He also punched him on the face, but you can't do nothing with him, he's so damn big. So turn around again to chase him, I hit him again and then took him. And right after that, the policeman arrested me, put me in jail. And in Wapato. And then from there, they took me to the county jail in Yakima. And I was there until I was for a while in that jail. And then one of the fellows in the jail said that guy is no good. He said he's not supposed to be doing that anymore, the Filipinos. He's on, what you call that, okay, on probation now. So, he gave me the lawyer. That put him on probation. So I contacted him. He got me out of jail. He got me out of jail. I took farming until 1935, and I formed the Filipino Farmers of Yakima Valley Cooperative. But that was outlawed also. So they confiscated the bulk of that, and we were not even able to collect the money that the people, the buyers, owed us. In order to be able to farm, we have to hire Americans to go and buy the lease. to go and list the land for us that we want. And then we will pay them so much for doing it. And they will give us the power of attorney so that we can manage and do whatever we want to do with the crops. That's how we got away with that one. Because of my education in high school, especially on civic, regarding law and things like that, I was able to take the lead. I took the lead of fighting against American injustice many times. And so we organized the Filipino community of Yakima Valley, at that time called the Filipino Community of Valley. But I was elected as the president of the Filipino community of Yakima Valley. Originally, the organization was called the Filipino Farmers of Yakima Valley. But since there was no more Filipino farmers, on account of there was a state law that was passed, amending the Alien Land Law to include the Filipinos as an eligible American for citizenship and therefore cannot buy or lease land in the United States. So we have to name it Filipino Community of Yakima Valley. That's how that thing come to pass. I took the lead to fight for the injustice and to bring out the Filipinos farmers who have been farming, who were put in jail because they were farming. It's against the law. They were put in jail. And they were not released until November of that same year. And the Indians themselves, who owned the land, harvested all that crops. Because the crop was ready to be harvested at the time when they were arrested. And I was in the court, I was the interpreter of the Filipino farmers. And I got paid for that too. So that's very good. And later on, of course, I never stopped fighting for our rights to buy or lease land in the state of Washington. And to start with, I sent a letter of appeal to the President of the Philippines, who was then Manuel Quezon, and also to the Speaker of the House of the Philippines, and to the Speaker of the House of the United States, and also to the President of the United States. And out of that, the Philippine government sent an investigator, Filipino diplomat, investigating our case in Yakima Valley. And so he came to Yakima, and we all voiced our grievances to him. And when he got done listening to what we were talking about, our grievances, he was really so stunned that, this Baron Arcelia, good speaker of the Philippines, that she knocked the table so hard, and says, this time, said, I will deal with the people in Washington, D.C., and I will see that the right to buy or lease land in Washington State will be granted. That's how the thing happened. The Philippine resident commissioner in Washington, she instructed our community to meet with the council of the Indian tribe. And so we arranged that, and I was their spokesman, you know. They, uh, they approved that. There were only 4 Indian council who were against it, and 8 were in favor. So it was approved, you know, after so much discussion, hot discussion, because the superintendent of the Indian agency was really against Filipinos. And I had to argue against him. And to show that we have the right to really, because we are still under the United States at the time, we have the right. And we had quite a time because the superintendent of the Indian agency accuses Filipinos, and the reason why they don't want to lease land to them is because they go with the Indian women, and they also go with the white women, and they also go with white women. So I told them that when the Filipino soldiers, American soldiers, came to the Philippines in 1898, I said, against the will of the Filipinos, to conquer the Filipinos, they did not only conquer the Filipinos, but they went with our women in the Philippines. And when they left, I said there were 25,000 Filipino Americans that were born that has to be supported by the Philippine government or by the crowds of Indian. Must be around 250 that will fall in that fall hole, you know. Oh, they said, bravo Filipino, bravo Filipino. That was a good one. That was a good one. Then the Indian agency and they changed the superintendent. So the new superintendent that came in was very, very cooperative and good to the Filipinos, Filipino farmers. After that, then we started farming legally. High school, where I graduated in the winter of 1932, I believe. When I left the Philippines, I was 17.